This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to a $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code GolfSGPN. You can listen to every podcast episode on this network for free by subscribing to the SGPN feed. Get it wherever you get your podcasts. Circa Million. Thank you, No Ball. Then you have to enter Circa's football contest with 21 million in guaranteed prizes. No rake, so if entries go above the guarantee, all money will go to the prize pool. The Circa Million, you pick 5 teams against the spread and go for their ultimate sweat in the Circa Survivor. There's even a Circa 100,000 Grandissimo Survivor contest, but you must register in person at the Circa Las Vegas in Nevada. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. And finally, we're brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport: MLB, WNBA, golf, and of course football futures. Accept customers from everywhere. Easy deposit using crypto. MyBookie.ag, promo code GolfSGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code GolfSGPN. We're here. We're back. Early recording. It is Sunday night in Northern Ireland for me. 6 p.m. in Michigan for you. You Michigan or Maine now? You're in Michigan.
We're back.
We're back. Off of a winner. Another great week for the boys, because Grio in the playoff last week, and then we touched on Goddard up on the pod this past week. So nice little sweats. I hope some people were on them. And Dom, thank you for joining me earlier. Let's get to Port Rush.
Yeah, you got it. Excited. Can't believe the last major's already here, but the golf season always seems to fly by. Once the Masters starts, it's like you don't keep looking forward to the next one, and then all of a sudden it's here, and not a whole lot to look forward to after that. But
so when it gets to Link season, when it gets to Open Championship season, what are you generally looking at in a golfer? Because obviously there's different ways to play golf in this area of the world. So what boxes do you need to check, in your opinion?
I keep it pretty spread out. I'd like to mix around the green in, just because you have to know how to play around these greens. The short game is huge. And then, I don't know, just the normal approach off the tee. Is there anything specific you're putting into play this week at the Open?
No, it's weird because we see golf courses like the Renaissance Club, and it's not like a lot of links courses in the world. It plays a lot differently in some regards. And then we see golf courses like Troon, which isn't maybe not true links either. And then we get to a golf course like Port Rush, which I think, before heading into the week, I think checks a lot of boxes. Like, you're going to have to avoid some rough. You're going to have to get up and down when you're missing spots. I think this is going to take a really complete bag of, yeah, you're hitting fairways. Yeah, you're avoiding trouble. And yeah, you're keeping it under the wind when you need to, and getting up and down when you need to. I don't think there's like a certain guy that I'm looking for, exactly like a bomber or a positional guy. I think there's multiple ways to attack it this week. And at the end of the day, it's links golf. Get lucky with the weather. Stay calm, because you're going to have some horrible breaks all week long. But I think this is going to be a true test of the complete bag at Royal Port Rush. You look at the leaderboard from back when Shane won, like Shane, Tommy, Brooks, just grade A flushers. Keep it in play, keep it in front of you, and go from there.
Yeah, that leaderboard was a little bit of everything. Like, if you look at the 2019 leaderboard, so like you said, it's pretty much a mixed bag. You have to have everything going for you, and I don't think there's one specific skill set that I'm looking for over the other.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the odds board. Scotty Scheffler 4.5 to 1 currently. I do expect that to go north. 5, 6. I don't know how high it's going to go, because we saw him drift last week. Obviously, this is probably a better golf course for Scotty than the Renaissance Club, but I still expect that to drift north. Rory off of that runner-up, 7 to 1. And then it'd be open to 12, 18. Longest odds on Bryson, I would say, in the major season. He's 18 to 1 now, which totally checks out in my opinion, because Bryson and links don't really go hand in hand. But all right, we'll talk about these 4 guys. Who are you partial to, if anyone? If you have to pick one guy out of the big 4, who is it?
I mean, we've kind of been the same way on Scotty and Rory the whole year. The number hasn't gotten much better. I'm tempted by Rahm, because I
Good performance
always,
today.
yeah, I always like him on links courses. Even when he was younger, some of the DP World Tour events, I just remember growing up watching him out there. It's just comfortable for him. I just don't know I can get there at 12-1. Um, that's tough. I would probably have to go Rom between the four.
That's funny that you say Rom DP World Tour links. Adam and I just played the course that he won the Irish Open back in 2017 at. We just played it. Serious test of golf. More serious test of golf than Portrush. I'll say that. But and there was a little plaque that said Rom hold out for eagle on like hole 6 or 7 from wherever, like 120 in the fairway. It was super cool. Um, but yeah, I think I agree with you. Out of this big four, I think I'm probably going with Rom because of what he did at Valderrama this week. He lost by
Yep.
1 to Taylor Gooch, but I watched a fair bit of that final round and he was striping it. And apparently he said he's hitting it as good as he's ever hit it. And he also said that before the week. He's going into the week. He's feeling really good. Decent major results leading into it. So, I mean, Rom is, I said at the beginning of the year, I think he's going to break through in a major.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to get there, but if I had to pick one, I think I'm leaning with Rom right now.
Yeah, and just look at his Open Championship history. 4 of his last 5 were T11 or better, and the one
Yeah.
that wasn't was still a T34. Like, he hasn't missed a cut in 5 years here, and they're all very high finishes. So
As
I
long as
think
he can
I
avoid some
think
of the
I can get
trouble off the
convinced.
tee.
Yeah, I think I can get convinced on a 12-1.
Yeah, I mean it's a good way to start. You could definitely sprinkle it in, more names on the board. So I think we're aligned there on Rom. So next range 25-1, Colin, Xander, Tommy, all that number. Then we get Tyrrell, Ludwig, Shane, Vic, and Bob. Two guys you like in this range, 25 to 30, or anyone you. This is also a good place to start, maybe.
Yeah, it is. So I have that future on Tommy at 40,
Yeah,
which
that'll
I'm fine
trigger a.
with. 25 is a different story.
Yeah,
Like, 25 is a whole different story. This is the territory where, I mean, there's no good territory to use or bet
truly
Tommy
no.
Fleetwood on an outright market, but when it's 25-1, I would love it. Like, I think this would be one of the best PGA seasons ever if he was to come through and break through the victory here. I mean, sure, it would be a little bit shocking, but um, what are your thoughts on Tommy this week?
I mean, like, he played great here last time. It's a golf course that you got to keep the ball in front of you. It's Tommy Fleetwood. Like, he's going to do all those things. He never doesn't check boxes. But 25-1, if you're
Yeah,
betting Tommy Fleetwood at 25-1 in perpetuity, you're not a happy man. And like, he can do everything perfectly and find a new way to lose. Like, worse than he found a way to lose at TPC River Highlands. Like, there's jungle around this course that he could probably find in some crazy fashion. So I don't know if I would pick Tommy in this
at that
25-1
number, yeah.
range. I don't really love it. Um, I really don't. And like, I want to pick Ludwig, but what Ludwig has done recently is not good. I don't know how to put it. It's just low
Yeah.
dog. I was talking with Adam today. He three putt at an egregious rate all week long, and he just made dumb decisions. You can't make dumb decisions around Portrush. There's a chance if I like one of those top guys, I have to fade this range.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah. That's
I love
I
talking through
think
things
that's
with
good.
you. Like, I think I'm fading this range, honestly.
Yeah, it's just it's hard to if you do go with Rom, it's really hard to put anybody else in this range on your card, especially with where the numbers are at. Not that they're bad numbers, but I think there's more value down the board.
No, if I have to pick one though, I'm probably going to go with Vic because the iron numbers right now were just absurd. He looked healthy this week. He made a run today, and I don't think he would be playing if he really wasn't healthy, even though it's major season. But like, you're gonna go sort by strokes gain approach the last few weeks. You're gonna see what Victor Hovland's doing. You're like, oh, let's do it. So 30-1 Victor Hovland, I think it's a fine number, and
Yeah.
he's mixed in majors before, mixed in opens before. I think I'm down. If I have to pick one guy here, it is Victor Hovland around 30.
All right.
All right, next range: Waco 40, JT 45, unserious golfer, Jordan Spieth, Brooks, Patrick Cantlay, Matt Fitz, We'll keep this range quick. So anyone from 40 to 50 that you want to touch on?
God, I mean, there's definitely tempting names around here. Like Neiman at 50 is one of the better numbers that we've seen. Kind of makes sense for him in my
Yeah.
eyes. I was on him at the U.S. Open, and I mean, didn't go as planned, obviously, but I think 50 to 1's a much better number than we have seen thus far. Cantlay at 66 to 1 with a top 6 each way. You could probably twist my arm into betting that. I think it's just a spot where the number's a little bit too long for me.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. He's kind of been hovering around here in majors, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much I love Patrick Cantlay. And Justin Thomas, he shot 65 today, but this is now, and he had a national approach round today. This is the first time he ever gained strokes on approach at the Renaissance Club, which was a good sign for Justin Thomas because he's been squandering strokes on approach at the Renaissance Club. So it's a step in the right direction. I thought there was something visually that didn't suit his eye, but he got that done. I could see Justin Thomas's odds drifting, like you see one of those guys, and if we get to like 50 plus, then maybe I'm intrigued. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I don't really love this range. Sepp Straka, expect him to be super popular this week. Russell Henley, PGA Tour winner, Scottish Open winner, National Open winner, Chris Goddard up 70 to 1. Sam Burns, Corey Connors, Cam Young, Adam Scott, Ben Griffin, Hideki Matsuyama is 60 to 75. You like anyone over here? Goddard up in this range is so funny.
It's hilarious, but
well deserved.
Rightfully so.
Striking.
Rightfully so. Not particularly. Going back up a little bit, Matthew Fitzpatrick, coming off of a T4 at the Scottish, definitely turned the corner the last month or so. Playing some really good golf. I think he's worth a look at 50 to 1. Might be a decent DFS pick. And then can't do Decky as much as that number's drifting and tempting me.
I think I'm against you. I think I like Decky.
Really?
I really do. Like if there's a world where I think you can club down a lot off the tee and just mint fairways, and like think of the guys that were here last year, Tommy, Shane. They're not bombers. They're guys who play out of the fairway. And Hideki's driver is a mess right now. But if he can just dial in and stay back and hit fairways and not try to be super aggressively, 70 to 1 Hideki in an event where Shane Lowry and Tommy Fleetwood are flushing irons, like I love that.
Hideki's irons at the U.S. Open and Rocket were back.
Oh, his irons at the Rocket were insane. Like he had. And I think his putter was bad too because he had some random girl on the bag and she was giving him no help at all. And hopefully his caddy's back
off the tee. He's pretty much just lost off the tee.
I don't know, like Keith Mitchell. How did he lose so many strokes off the tee at Detroit? Which is, I mean, if you're losing strokes off the tee here that much, your pack your bags, go back up because you're going to play out of some horrendous shit. But it's 75 to 1 Hideki Matsuyama. Like, come on.
Yes, and that's
when
where
Hideki drifts, he plays well.
And like you said, if he can do anything off the tee, and the irons are what they have been over the last month, he's always live in a major. And that's I like going to this range with. That's why I just mentioned like Cantlay, and then you look at Hideki. It's like, would it shock anyone if they are in contention on Sunday? No.
I would be shocked if Pat was in contention, but not Hideki. Because Pat is Pat's a guy you check the app and he's 3 over through 4 when you wait all day to wait till 2 a.m. and then he's 3 over through 4. That's Pat for sure.
Decky led the field at Rocket and approach.
He did?
Yes.
That is playing golf. All right, we got Siwoo in the field because Ernie Els withdrew. Pat Reed, Keegan Bradley, J Rose, J Day, Minwoo, Bud, JJ. Anyone before we get to triple digits that you want to touch
on? Ryan Fox is a little bit interesting to me.
Yeah, I think Ryan Fox is going to be a name that people are into this week.
Yeah, 2-time PGA Tour winner in 2025, as we all expected. Fox is just playing really good golf. The putter's been hot. He wasn't great at the Scottish this week, but overall, really good season. And I mean, he was on the DP Tour for so long before he took his PGA Tour membership. So he obviously has a lot of experience playing on link style courses. So I think 90 to 1's fine for Ryan Fox.
Yeah, no, I think that he's a proven winner, obviously. It's a real shame that Justin Rose is around 80 to 1 because Justin Rose cares about a few things right now. It's majors, and he looked the part today. If he was like 150 plus, I would be in. But at 80 to 1, he's going to be a little bit chalky after that round 4 he posted today. He's talked about, like, I want an Open, I want a Masters. That's what I care about. And of course, for hitting fairways and hitting irons is important. I think Justin Rose will be in play, but potentially a really good DFS play, Justin Rose. Quick ad read, then we'll open it up with 100K range and then wrap it back around for some bets. You've heard us talk about Rhythm before, and they just dropped a game-changing feature called Power Trends. Essentially the best of what their house model has to offer. There is their AI-detected patterns that Rhythm model has consistently won at. Power Trends are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm. No touts, no noise, just clean data-backed bets. MLB Power Trends are 254 and 147. That's a win rate of 63%. WNBA are 35 and 20 since they launched. And download the Rhythm app, check out Power Trends, and start betting smarter. You know we will be. 7-day free trial by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right. 100 and above, triple digits. I like Harry Hall last week. He's now 100 to 1. I like Daniel Berger again. I like Daniel Berger last week. He had a good start, and then he kind of faded. But Daniel Berger is a golfer who I think I like on links going forward.
Yeah.
He gained, listen to this, 9 strokes on approach this week. 9. Lost 5 putting and 4 around the green. Comedy display around the green and on the greens. But
And
he
that was a guy
striked
I
to
was on this
oblivion.
week for that reason, but it's not, you just can't lose that much putting and expect for anything to go right.
He's been putting so bad, but it's 100. It's triple digits. It's triple digits.
Right.
Like, I like him again.
I did skip over one Live guy who I'm a little bit interested in. Live Dallas winner Patrick Reed at 80 to 1. 2019, he was in the mix here. Finished solo 10th at 4 under. So I think Patrick Reed, I like him in majors. I like him at hard courses. The form is rounding into shape, obviously. Maybe I'm putting a little bit too much stock into the Live Dallas win, but I think 80 to 1 is pretty good for Pat.
Live Dallas was far more of a major than Valhalla. The Live Dallas was a serious test of golf.
Yeah.
And Marido needs to host a major because that course is legitimate, especially in the wind. Great golf course. It's crazy seeing Sung J M at 120 to 1. I think it's a good golf course for him, but I don't trust his approach play. I mean, fairways and greens, Louis Oost at 150 to 1. But honestly, there's not really anyone that's speaking to me until I get to Tom McKibben at 170 to 1. He nearly won at Valderrama today. He is from Northern Ireland, and I played at the course today. The caddy I was with told me that Tom McKibben's very comfortable around Portrush, played it a ton of times. Obviously, he's from this area of the world, and he's in great form. So 170 to 1 Tom McKibben for a breakthrough mix, I think you could do a lot worse there.
I was so excited for Tom McKibben to be on the PGA Tour this year before he went over to Live. Like, I would have loved to see what a full season would have looked like for him.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Do you have anyone else in the triple digits before we wrap it back around with some outrights and positionals?
No one that really jumps out at me, no.
Okay. Then I'll start us off with the outrights. I'm gonna give 2. I'm gonna give a favorite and a long shot. I didn't mention him, but no, the more I think about it, the more I think what you need to do here. You have to avoid the rough. You have to be semi-positional. You don't have to be super long. Hit fairways and greens. I'm doing it. Scotty Scheffler. I think he's going to drift closer to 6, and this is the first time I've ever picked Scotty Scheffler on a show. Ever. But I think I like Scotty this week. 5 to 1, 6 to 1, whatever.
Yeah.
single bullet potential. I like
There we
Scotty.
go.
So Scotty's my pick. You give us what you got.
I will start with John Rahm at 12-1.
12.
I'm not a huge fan of what's going on in the 20s. So if I did have to start the card somewhere, I think it would be right around here. And I think I'm just going to go with John Rahm.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to go with my long shot of the week since I'm gonna pick 4.5 to 1. Scotty probably won't bet this long shot guy, but Andrew Novak finally had a good week. T13 at the Scottish Open, and he gained off the tee, gained on the putting greens. The approach play is kind of trending in the wrong direction, but when you look at Andrew Novak's season-long profile, he's a all green across the board type guy. Hopefully, he's finding some things, and we're getting a good number on him. Who's not afraid to mix in any event.
My second one, I would, if I hit a Tommy Fleetwood future that I placed in December and didn't at least say it on the show, I would regret it. So
Right.
I, just for the sake of it, I will go with Tommy Fleetwood at 25-1. Talked about it a little bit earlier with having a little bit of caution betting that number, but I'm interested to see what Fleetwood can do here.
Justin Sutt is in this field. Somehow, some way, Justin
Just
Sutt is in this
saw
field.
that.
I was
He
like, what
just
the
popped
hell?
up for me.
What are you doing here? Do you have one more outright before we hop into positionals?
No.
Okay. I have two top 20s. I will start with Chris Kirk at 4-1, top 20. Guy who is in good form, obviously nearly won in Detroit, generational striper of the ball in terms of driving accuracy, irons. And then Daniel Berger. He's hitting the ball too well to not make the cut and then hopefully make a few putts. He's putting so bad, but he's hitting the ball so well. So Daniel Berger's plus 320, Chris Kirk is plus 400, top 20 market. I like those two. For positionals, who are you got for positionals?
You actually convinced me on Decky, so I'm going to go Hideki Matsuyama top 10 at plus 550, and I'm also going to go Ryan Fox top 10 at 7-1.
I like that. All right, beautiful. Well, we do not have matchups up yet, so that rounds it up. We have outrights, we have positionals. Dom, thank you for joining me. Quick
Yep.
little show, Sunday night, getting the pod done early, getting it out to you guys. I'm here in Northern Ireland. I'm at Royal Portrush, so definitely stay in tune for the content this week, and let us know what you're looking for. So I will, I'll do it. I'll let us know what you need, and Dom, I'll catch you next week.
Yep, we'll see ya. Good luck.
Peace.